it's Paul's new single, The Days We Left Behind, that has me thinking about things that last forever, things that are timeless, because that's what that song is all about, things that are timeless, like Heart, Home, and Family. And from the looks of it, that's what his new album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane, is going to be all about. And I don't know, have you pre-ordered that yet? I wasn't going to. Okay, usually what I do is I just go into the store and I buy the album. I like that experience, and that's exactly what I was going to do this time. But when I saw like the gatefold version of it, okay, I said, have you seen that? There was something about that just really struck me, like hit me in the face, like this is something special. This is something beautiful. It really reflects, I think, where Paul is going here on this, like going down memory lane. Because when you open that gatefold, that beautiful, colorful collage of all the boys of Dungeon Lane there, that's timeless. I mean, that's forever, baby. And so I had to pre-order it. It's something I really don't do. I just don't do stuff like that. But Paul's got me doing stuff that I don't want to be doing, man. So I was excited. I want to walk down memory lane with Paul. I want to cry with him. I want to see all the sights, in the area here. I'm there for it. Whatever, if Paul wants to create another masterpiece, I'm there for it. I don't know. Maybe Paul finally figured out that, that this is unexplored territory and this is where we wanted him to go all along. So we're just going to go down memory lane with Paul, put on our shoes, our sandals, whatever, and just go hitchhiking with Paul. And how fascinating, wonderful is that going to be? Now, obviously he's had some iconic albums. Obviously, his whole catalog, there's a lot of great stuff in there, but not every album is iconic. Okay. But I think, this one could be iconic. We could just be referring to it as like Dungeon Lane. Okay, like this LP over here, it's another Dungeon Lane. It could be like up here, just like with the Beatles catalog. The whole Beatles catalog, it's iconic. It's a masterpiece. The whole thing. It's fantastic, and it's timeless and forever, by the way. But each and every album, like on its own, my opinion, masterpiece and iconic. When you think of like Sgt. Pepper, you think of one certain thing, or you think of like Abbey Road, your mind goes someplace special. It's iconic. Each one can stand, even with the Beatles or Meet the Beatles, they stand on their own as something iconic and special. It takes you someplace. So I do think that Paul's album is going to be taking us someplace. Now, we might not love each and every song on the album, but we might eventually, just like with the Beatles songs, I'm the Walrus, Strawberry Fields Forever. Back then, people probably liked Penny Lane and Hello Goodbye better. But now, like we look at I'm the Walrus, and Strawberry Fields Forever as like emotional masterpieces. They're just iconic now. So we could be getting, some of those songs on that. Maybe we don't like some of Paul's songs, what he's going to be giving us right away, but we might, just like with Here Comes the Sun. It hasn't changed any, but for whatever reason, now it's way more popular. It's huge. Here Comes the Sun is huge now. So I do think that this album is going to be something that is timeless, something that lasts forever. I mean, after all, it is Paul McCartney, and Paul is finally deciding to let us in, okay, and like see what's happening. And he's going to, like I said, take us all to Dungeon Lane and tell us all about it. Tell us what he experienced, like his memories. Maybe tell us some of his secrets. Wouldn't that be something? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really and truly appreciate it. And until next time, peace and love one another. Take care. I mean, I know that I just said, this is probably going to be Paul's White Album, okay? And it looks like it kind of sort of is, okay? Now, I was kind of semi-joking with it before, like on the outside, like White Album, okay? But now really is, I'm buying Paul's White Album, okay, with that colorful gatefold. I'm really excited about it. And plus, it sounds like he's got like a psychedelic song on there. He's got so again, I was kind of right with my, guessing game, like from a couple of weeks ago, whenever that was, that I put out there.